Hey Slayers, what's up? It is your girl Tiana, aka the Swag Slayer, over at swagslayer.com. If you'd like some hand sourced inventory delivered directly to your door, check out the Swag Slayer boxes over at swagslayer.com. Of course, as you know, I am coming to you live with a Swagslayer Feature Friday YouTube live show. You can catch me here every Friday night at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. If you have not already, make sure you hit that thumbs up for the like because you know you're going to like the show. And also make sure you slay the subscription button and that notification bell so you're notified every time I drop content here at the Swagslayer Fashion YouTube channel. So without further ado, we are going to get into it with Marty from MunandMeFashion over at Instagram. How are you doing today?
Good. How are you? Thank you for having me.
Yes, I'm so glad I could have you. I am doing very well. I'm using new technology, so let's fingers crossed that I keep it together and I don't click on the wrong thing. So I know, and I was totally super stoked to see that you were on a artisan showcase on IG. Tell me a little bit about that because I did watch you on there. I saw a couple other people. How did that come about, and what kind of items are you putting on the IG artisan channel?
Very well. So this all started because of a friend of mine, Michelle. Her Instagram is at Engineer at Play, and she's an artisan as well. And well, her and I last year did. We are neighbors, so last year we did a bazaar, a holiday or craft bazaar together. um,
No.
this time of the year is when all the bazaars come around, and
Mhm.
we normally sign up for bazaars. Normally do like an average of 6 or 7 bazaars every year.
Okay.
So this year, because of the COVID, everything was canceled, and so Michelle one day approached me and asked me. She said, "I have this idea. Would you join if we start like a platform called for artisans to showcase their items, their handmade items, and sell them online since all the bazaars are canceled?" And I
Mhm.
really thought it was a great idea. She told me there was 3 more women who were interested in starting this project, and so I jumped right in. I said, "Of course, count me in," because it sounds like a great project, great idea. I love helping other artisans, and I love being able to showcase the handmade items that I like to create. So that's how it all started. And this was not long ago. It was literally
Yeah.
less than a month ago, I think, when we
Yes.
started. And it was like, we're going to have to speed this up because Christmas and holidays are coming. And if
Yes.
we want to do this and have other artisans joining us for this, we have to start right away. So we started planning and working right away, meeting and calling other artisans to join. So that's how it all started.
Yeah, I saw it on IG and I thought it was a very clever idea because you're right. So many things are closed right now. Like I would typically be at a festival every other Saturday, but there's so many that you can't be at because of the situation. And then you're wondering, okay, well, what am I supposed to do instead? So I thought it was so clever that you guys came up with that. And then it's live so they can see the items right then and there, and then they can order, or they can visit your page and DM you, or in however you guys have that set up. So yeah, that was definitely a clever idea. I know that you're on Poshmark, but I totally didn't know that you were also on Etsy and handmade stuff. So I definitely learned something. I was like, no way.
Well, this idea has many edges to it because we're not only doing showcases of great people, very talented artisans, but we're doing intro to presenting them in
Mhm.
Instagram and showcasing their items. We are doing DIY events where our artisans are doing projects online, so live, so you can learn how to work on some of those projects. So we really have many ideas coming up too. So right now we're doing many sales, live sales. The name of our group, of our platform, is artisan dot showcase. So artisan dot showcase, and follow us on Instagram. There's a schedule of live sales, of events,
Yes.
of new artisans coming up that we're gonna be interviewing too. So it's a super fun project, and this is not gonna stop during these holidays, but it's gonna continue throughout the year with other events and other seasons.
Nice, nice. Yeah, I was gonna ask you that. Were you just gonna have it just for seasonal because of the holidays? So I'm glad to hear that'll be year round because that is a unique way to show off different things. Plus, you're getting the interaction on the artisan.showcase IG page. So if you guys haven't headed over there, or if you want to see some of the artwork or crafts and jewelry that are made, it's artisan.showcase on IG. And I know they have several shows coming up because I just saw the schedule today. And so they have several artists coming up. So there's bound to be something that you like and something that you'll want to see. So tell me a little bit more about what you showcase during the time on IG.
Very well. So I started doing. So I've always been a very creative person.
Mm-hmm.
I love making things. I love crafts, and since I was a kid, and so. But the thing that I started working was, or got started me all these was crochet.
Okay.
And so I started first when I started back. I think it was 2006 when I started on Etsy. I started doing crochet and for babies, and it was making ponchos and little hats and things like that. And then so part of my showcase has items like that, for babies and kids, and handmade crochet. But my brand Moon and Me is about fashion and accessories for the whole family.
Nice.
So what I'm working on during my live sales, we normally share live sales with another artisan. And so what I've already done or showcased, which everybody can go to the Instagram page, our Instagram page, and look at what have happened already. And if you see something that you like, you can still buy it, although it's not live anymore. So you can still buy from those. You just have to watch it, DM us, and tell us the number or whatever you saw that you like, and you can buy it still. So, but my accessories, one of my main accessories that is my kind of like my brand, my stamp, is my handmade scarves.
Okay.
They're my best sellers. I've been selling them for years now. People come back to me to buy them. They are really easy to wear. They're arm knitted. So I do it's a technique. It's called arm knit, and so I
Okay.
do that. And they have a cuff with a natural coconut button on them. I use yarns that are very soft and easy to wear. So that's my main signature type of item. But
Okay.
I have all sorts of accessories, including earrings. I like to repurpose vintage items, so
Yes.
I do have items that are vintage, and I create little pendants and I create necklaces. Uh, I have made so many items. Uh, I do sew as well, so
Okay.
I
Yes.
do some accessories that I showcased. I think this past week were scrunchies.
Oh,
Uh,
nice.
yeah, there's little gifts for everybody, for
Okay.
the whole family.
Very nice.
But
So
yeah,
Leslie was saying here, if I can make this okay. So Leslie from Reseller's Passion says, she's a crochet designers are awesome. She's been on Etsy. She was on Etsy for 8 years, so she's also a crocheter. So that I remember, if I remember correctly, that's how she started. I believe it was on Etsy. She used to hand make stuff. They would crochet them on Etsy. And so for 8 years to be able to do that on Etsy for 8 years, she doesn't do that anymore on Etsy. I think she just does vintage and I think tie-dye, I believe. So, but yeah, to have done that for 8 years on Etsy, that's awesome. So for you as well, you know, there are definitely people out there. If that was something sustainable for 8 years, there are definitely people out there who want handmade crochet items. And I saw your cute little scarves. As soon as I figure out how to get my thumbnail together after this live, your little cuteness and your scarf will be on the thumbnail. So
thank you so much. Thank you so much. It's
yes.
really fun. Really fun.
Yeah, and doing something that you like to do, it doesn't feel like work and the time just passes by, you know, because you're enjoying what you're doing. And to be able to pass on something you enjoyed for somebody else to enjoy. I love that you said you use soft material, so there's like nothing scratchy on your neck. I love that. So yes, I was like, that's the kind of scarf I need, because most of the time, like the ones you buy at the store, like I can only have them on for like 5 minutes. I'm like, I'm done. My whole neck right now, not gonna happen. So Brittany,
and they last. So they're handmade. They're very good quality. So they last. You know, unlike other things you can buy pre-made or whatever, you know, in a factory or something like that. These are very good, high quality handmade items.
Yeah, and I like handmade stuff because it's true. A machine can make a whole bunch of stuff, but when you get something that someone handmade, they put time, effort, and love into it, and then you also know, whether you consider it a small business or not, that your money is actually going to a family. Granted, when you buy something from a business, it's going to a family somewhere, but like you have a connection with the person who made it. Brittany said that's awesome that you're so creative.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. One of the things I am gonna be bringing soon, I like to kind of surprise my viewers with things that I'm bringing up to the live sales.
Yes, of course.
I like to reclaim vintage items, and so, for example, I have a collection in my inventory, some vintage crochet blankets that I've reclaimed from all the states, and I fixed and I brought back to the usable state. And so those are coming up, and those are beautiful.
Nice.
There's more things coming up. I like the bohemian style.
Me too.
And so there's pendants and necklaces and earrings, things like that coming.
Yes, I love earrings.
I love earrings. See?
Yeah, they're my favorite. And the bigger they are, the better. I'm totally looking down because I don't know what I'm doing with my life. So I'm not ignoring you. I'm just trying to make sure I'm where I'm supposed to be. I'll be better at this next time.
That's okay.
I promise. So it says, okay, so wait. I lost it. Okay, so Leslie is getting me straight. She says she sold for 15 years. 8 of those were on Etsy. And then yes, Rhonda from Brunch with Diva. Make sure you check out her channel. She has the best, and I will restate, the best conversations with people on Brunch with Diva. I believe it's 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on IG Live, and then you can check it out with Brunch with Diva on YouTube as well. But she put you're so creative. She loves your work, so she's seen stuff that you've done. So that's awesome, Rhonda. The scarves. I want to see some more of your earrings, because mostly I've seen scarves. But yeah, you show me some earrings, I'm gonna be like, where can I cash app you? Let me give you my address.
I do some crochet earrings that I really like making. They're super fun. I'll be bringing some of those soon.
Yes.
Of course, this is a very, very busy time of the year. And although I have some stock on some of these items, some of them I have to make from scratch. So it takes me some time to kind of catch up with my inventory. But and this all came so suddenly that all the bazaars were
Yeah.
closed. Now it's like I was not gonna do any bazaar, so I wasn't starting to make any new things for now. I was gonna
Right.
focus on my reselling business more.
Right.
And this idea came out, and it's like, oh my goodness, I need to start making things now. So,
Yes, because I can understand that. You weren't planning to have a place to sell it, so you were trying to use your time in a place that was going to bring you the most profit. So you just didn't set any time for that. And so, yeah, when I even saw it, I thought, oh my gosh, this is amazing. People are like rushing to get stuff made for this event, because if your regular side hustle isn't crafting, then because I do stuff that I specifically do just for the holiday, and I here or there make stuff throughout the year to kind of store up, but I still don't really do anything until the month before. So yeah, I can only imagine all the things you're trying to make now to make sure you have inventory.
Yeah, this is the craziest time of year for handcrafters and handmade artisans. It is crazy. It's very, very crazy.
So Nikki says she likes hoops. So if you make hoops, Nikki at Glow Girl Glow is who you want to hit up. Okay. So
very good. I'll be bringing them soon.
Yes. Oh, I'm clicking all over the place here. I'm confused. I don't know what's happened. I've gone too far. Give me a second. How do I take this off? Okay, wait. Yes, okay. Y'all know me in technology. We don't mesh, but I refuse to let it get the best of me. Okay. I was gonna ask you a question. I totally forgot. Oh, so you've been selling and / reselling since 2016 then. So like 14 years, if my math is correct. What started you down that path of selling things that you make and reselling?
Okay, so first of all, I was not when I started on, I was just had a regular 8-hour job. I was working for the school district. I speak Spanish, so I was working as a coordinator for hours and as an interpreter and translator for the school district. So then I was pregnant with my daughter, and my mom was spending some time here with me. And so I started crocheting. I knew how to crochet, the very basics of crochet, and this was in 2006 and 7. Yeah, 2006. And I knew the very, very basics. My mom knew more. My grandma had taught her, and she taught me a little bit. And so I was like, I can do this. But of course, I wasn't counting in. I originally from Spain. Right. So my first language is Spanish. When I started looking at different patterns and things, I mean, crochet has language. It's language on its own. Yeah. And if you grab a crochet pattern and you think, you're gonna be crazy. You get crazy. You don't understand a thing. And so I started studying the patterns and what did they mean? Because of course the patterns in Spanish are different. They have different abbreviations. Yeah. So I started learning how to read patterns in English, patterns, and then I'm gonna say this is kind of like a funny thing, but I was so hooked that I started going to the library to get books, and I started watching YouTube videos. I really couldn't stop. It was really weird. So I started making ponchos and making other things and learning how to write patterns. My mom even was like, what's going on with you? I mean, we were doing it for fun. So we end up with a stack of stuff that we made. It's like we didn't have, I mean, we have too much to give away. So we gave away a bunch of it, and then it's like, but I want to keep doing things. So they told me, why don't you sign up and open a store on Etsy? I was like, what is that? I don't even know what Etsy is. Oh, wow. And so I like, okay, I look into it. So that's when I opened the shop. And then from there, the following year, I started selling I started selling my items. I did some patterns, and then I started new techniques. I found this technique for arm knitting, and I did tweak it, and I added my swag to it. And so I created my scarves, and I started selling those ones really well. And then someone told me, "Hey, why don't you I start selling things on eBay?" And I was like, "On eBay?" So I was like, "Okay." So I always like selling things. I
Yes.
always like garage sales and selling
Yes.
things. I've always been, I guess, I always had that in me, that selling interest. I think it comes from my father's family. They had businesses, so they were right. So
Mhm.
so I opened my eBay store, my eBay account, and then I started buying vintage at estate sales and garage sales and things like selling those on eBay. So I kind of
Right.
focused. My handmade was on Etsy. My vintage items were on eBay,
Right. And that's
and it
smart.
started going really well. I started also selling bags on eBay. Yeah, and that's how it all kind of slowly rolling one thing into another one. And then someone told me, "Hey, you're selling fashion on eBay. Why don't you sell it on Poshmark?" And I was like, "What is
Like, what's
Poshmark?"
that?
And
Yeah.
so then, of course, my curiosity made me open a Poshmark closet. And I was like, "Oh, this is for fashion, for repurposing items and
Yes.
fashion and pre-owned." And I love that idea because I love to contribute to help the environment, right?
Correct.
And so I like, you know what? I really like this. So I opened my closet, and that was for fashion. So it was
Mhm.
a handmade, vintage, and fashion. After that,
Nice. Nice.
someone told me, "Hey, why don't you start selling books?"
So you're just selling everywhere.
I got into lots of Amazon, so I started my little account in there.
Mm-hmm.
And now actually recently started cross posting using List Perfectly, which I love and
Yes.
absolutely recommend it. But I cross posting them, and I opened a Mercari account, and I opened a Kitizen. I even send things to ThreadUp.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
I
that's
mean,
the whole journey.
that's what we do. When you start out, when you first of all, when you have the desire to even do something entrepreneurial, you're not going to just stop at one thing. And you are fortunate enough to come into an industry of handmade that could translate into reselling. And so now you have something on all these different platforms. That means you're pulling in money from several different places. That way, you're also never worried about if something goes wrong with one platform, you still have income. So Leslie was saying that she doesn't understand the patterns, most of the patterns. She just created and sold her own stuff for years. She just did the basic steps. So kind of like you were saying, you learned something and then you kind of added your own twist to it. And I think that makes it fun too, because when
Yeah.
you consistently do the same thing every time that you really didn't put any input into, it can become mundane. So I think that's awesome to kind of figure it out yourself or add something to something you've already learned. But yeah, so you're cross posting with List Perfectly. Let me ask you, if you had not used List Perfectly, do you think you would have opened all those other accounts on those different platforms to sell on?
No,
No.
I don't. I absolutely can say no.
Gotcha. Gotcha.
No.
I think too
List
with,
Perfectly is a tool that I think it's essential for
yeah, and it makes it so simple to cross list. Like I'm not on all those platforms. I'm mainly on Poshmark. I do want to grow into eBay. eBay's a little scary for me, but what my the motto I try to live by, at least in my business, not always in my personal life, so don't be trying to hold me to this, but at least in my business, run toward the things that make you afraid. Because if you run toward those things, you'll grow, you'll be outside your comfort zone, and you can accomplish things that you can't accomplish when you're cowering in the corner. So eBay makes me very afraid. So I'm just running toward that and trying to figure it out and get it done. If I can master eBay, then I will probably do a third platform.
I am lucky. I started my eBay back.
Yeah, because so many things have changed too. Like I know now you have to have so many
I think.
uh-oh.
Yeah.
What did you say? Did I
Oh, I was saying that I'm happy. I my eBay business, my eBay account now. I have a store on eBay, and I am
yeah.
happy I started back then because I've had a time to learn all the ins and outs of eBay, which are kind of complicated. And if you really want to sell on eBay, I think you have to take a little bit of time to understand all the ins and outs before you start digging deeper. I mean, you can just jump right in and start selling. I honestly think that eBay is a different beast on its own, and it has lots of their fee and things that you have to understand how it works. But once you understand, it's a phenomenal platform to
Yes,
work on.
I agree. It is a different type of platform. I've been spoiled, like I say, by Poshmark. It's really simple. There are not a whole bunch of options, but eBay, you have to have all these categories, and now they're requiring them that you have to put into place. But I'm going to make it happen. That is my goal, and I'm going to get it done. I'm not going to let anything hold me back from achieving and conquering eBay. So I'm reading through these comments here just real quick. Okay, so Michelle says that she does not understand the patterns either. So you guys you're not alone. I don't knit at all, so or crochet, excuse me, at all. So yeah, I wouldn't even know. So Brittany is saying from Discount Deals for You that she purchased List Perfectly to make cross listing quicker. Yeah, that's another thing, guys. I am trying to decide on what cross lister I'm going to use. I haven't decided. I have a few in mind. I'm probably going to drop a video for you guys on each one, like my pros and cons of what I think of the ones that I do. And then that way, if any of you guys don't already cross list, you'll kind of have an idea what each platform is like, because there's nothing like starting a platform and then trying to transition to try another platform. So I'm going to be the guinea pig for all the slayers out here and get it done. And then that way you'll see what it looks like from both sides. So make sure you hit that notification bell so you can get notified when that video drops. Thanks, Brittany. Brittany says that I can do it. eBay isn't hard once you've learned it. And that's what I think too. Like I think when you're a kid trying to figure out how to ride a bike, you're like, oh my God, how do I do this? But like once you learn how to ride that bike, it's nothing to it. You're like, why haven't I been riding a bike since birth? So I just have to hunker down. I literally just said hunker down out loud. Okay. Anyway. So Michelle says eBay was her first platform online, her first online platform. It has changed a lot over the years. I'm sorry, what did you say? I missed that. And then Terry was saying that this month there are 200 free listings on eBay. Yeah, for sure. I definitely want to take advantage of that. I know during this whole time when we've been on lockdown, they kept having free listings. And I did try a few, like I have 9 listings, I think, up, but none of them sold. So I don't know if my pricing is wrong. I'm not really sure what's going on in my eBay store. I really think I want to open another eBay store that comes along with my branding, because the first eBay store I have, which I still have, and it's not a store, so I shouldn't call it that because I don't pay a monthly fee, but I've had it for years, but it doesn't match like all my other stuff. Plus, I hear when people know your store, it messes up your conversion rate on people visiting your store and purchasing or not purchasing. So I don't know if I should have a public, well, most people that I talk to who are big have a public eBay and a private eBay. What do you think about that?
Well, in my case, I just have, I believe mine is just public. I have a basic store, which is the basic
Mhm.
store membership. But it's enough for me for now. And it works really good. You get some discounts on, you get an amount of items to be able to list them for free. You get also membership, like discounts on things. You
Right.
can, I mean, I do ads all the time. I add promotions all the time on eBay. And it's definitely worth it. So it's a matter of what works for you, but
Mhm.
mine I only, and I did change it because at first I was just using my private name, but then I changed it and I created Man and Me. Now it's Man and Me,
Okay.
and so you can. So if you have a private one, you can. If you're not gonna use private, you can just make it all one. So that way you don't have to
True.
manage two different ones.
Yeah.
And one thing I'm gonna tell you is when you're having your a account and you're new, be aware that there are many scammers out there. And
Yes.
once you start getting 5 star ratings, you're growing your platform a little more, is when you start seeing less scammers. For the beginners,
Yeah.
you're gonna be getting people that try to scam you all the time, and you have to be very aware of that, and you have to be careful with that. For
True.
me, because I've been selling for a while now, and I have all 5 stars, I have 100% reviews, 5 stars. So I don't think the scammers go to try to scam people who are new and don't know what they're doing.
Agreed. Agreed. My current store has a 100% feedback. I don't know if that's the same thing, but I do have 100% feedback in my current store.
Yeah,
I just, yeah, I just don't know if, because like I said, I've heard from other really large eBay sellers, like you want to have a closet that you're not telling your, or a store that you're not telling your followers about, because followers come and just look and then they don't buy, and then that messes up your conversion rate, which I don't even know what that means. I'm just, like I said, I'm new. I'm trying to figure it out. So I think I want to open a new one, because yeah, I did when I restarted on my current eBay store, I was getting a
okay.
lot of spammers. So what I will see about that. And then Michelle was saying that eBay is like a lot of other
I want to tell you
algorithms.
something. For a while, I was focusing on eBay before I opened my Poshmark Plus, and I was focusing on my eBay store, and I was selling bags, and it was going really well. And then I discovered Poshmark, and selling fashion, and I focused on Poshmark, and I kind of abandoned a little bit my eBay store, and it did go a little lower, but I went back right in, and now my eBay stories with my Poshmark are my biggest sellers.
Nice, nice. Yeah. And I love Poshmark. It's so easy, but I want to make sure I want to bring in more income. So I need to be somewhere else as well. And I know eBay has more traffic than Poshmark just because they've been around so long. So Brittany was saying the same thing you were saying. I could just change my eBay store name and just keep my 100% feedback. So that is definitely something for me to look into. Like I said, I'm just starting out trying to figure this out. So Leslie says, now that I use List Perfectly, I have been listing on eBay again. I'm getting sales. I've always got sales. eBay is a platform that brought me home. It just drives me crazy. No time for crazy. Yeah, I hear eBay has, because on Poshmark, people complain that we pay the 20%, but let's be real, they handle all the customer service. We literally only have to ship, send offers, accept offers, share our closet. And on eBay, it isn't like that. Like I have to answer the customer's questions and all that fun stuff. So I think too that's what makes Poshmark
Yeah,
kind of stand out.
and I have also like if you're selling international, eBay has the global
Yes,
shipping program, which is
they do.
you offer free shipping, which I offer free shipping from my eBay. In most of my items, I offer free shipping.
Yes. And
So then I will do that with the global shipping program. Then you just ship in like the national part of the shipping, you do it, and then the other part, the international part. On top of that, if there is a problem with or anything like that, the international not leave a bad review on your account.
Yes. Okay. Good to know. Good to know. I knew they had the international shipping. I did see that. And I think that, that's a whole nother client base that we
I
can't cut.
recently give you an idea. So just last week I had a sale in Australia that went to Australia, and it was a tier, and it was perfectly described. It had all the measurements and everything. And the woman who bought it, she got it, she saw it, and she's, but is this even new? When it said in the description that it was not new, it was good, in good use condition, with light signs of wear. So is this even new? And on top of that, she said, "Oh, and it is fitted, and it doesn't look like the one I want to buy." And I was like, "Well, sorry, that I have all the measurements in the pictures,
Right.
the colors, and the description said exactly what it was." And I said, "Sorry, this is, that's what it is." And she was in Australia. She sent me a bad review or not, but she didn't. And I think she couldn't leave me a bad review because of the global shipping program.
Well, that is good to know. I hear the global shipping program is awesome. I'm hoping that that'll be something I would love to, connect and tap into that client base, because we really don't get international customers on any other platform if we're not selling, on Amazon. But all their other platforms, we don't get that connection. So, Marte, before we jump off, I definitely want you to plug your live show that you have on IG, and then tell everyone where they can find you if they want to follow you.
Very well. Thank you so much. Okay, so if you want to follow MunandMeFashion, you can follow me on Instagram at MunandMeFashion. Check the link in my bio, where eBay, my Etsy. I don't think my Amazon is there, but it will be there shortly. And also for artisan.showcase, which is the platform that it's a very new platform we just created, and we need lots of followers. So spread the word. If you have any friends or family that are artisans and like to join us, they can join us as well. And quick about the artisan shows, live shows tomorrow. You can go in the website and check in the Instagram account and or page, and you will see there the schedule for upcoming events and sales. Tomorrow, I have a live sale that is 11 by time. And so you can go to artisan.showcase and check it out tomorrow live. But feel free to spread the word and tell your friends and that want to buy gifts for the holidays, handmade gifts. There's gifts for everybody, and they're really cool. And you will be helping in artisan. Also, if you buy during this live series of shows, if you buy anything, you automatically will be entering away. We will give away a box or a basket with items from our artisans, and the way will be announced at the end, mid-December, the end of December, once the holiday series is done. So if you buy anything, either during the live sales or from the live sales, even if they are recorded, you'll be entered into that giveaway.
Very nice. Very nice.
And you can follow me on Facebook too.
Yes, make sure you guys are following her for sure. I'm going to leave you guys with this last comment from Leslie from A Reseller's Passion. She says eBay has always been the platform that she turns to when she wants to make a few $1,000s. So any of you guys who are not on eBay, let that be inspiration, because I'm about to be making me a few $1,000s too. Okay, so I want to thank you, Slayers, for coming to hang out. Marte, thank you so much for sharing what you do with us, telling us about the Artisan Showcase and all about your crafts. If you haven't already, make sure you hit the like button before you get.
Really up you.
Yes, you're welcome. Make sure, Slayers, before you jump out of here, you hit the like button, you slay that subscription bell, and you slay the subscription button, slay the notification bell. Make sure that you get notified, because I do have videos dropping that are going to help you in your resale life, or just come check me out and look at my resale life. Don't forget to follow me over at Swagslayer Fashion on IG. That's where I drop content every single day. And if you want to be featured right here on the Swagslayer Feature Friday YouTube live show, which happens every Friday night at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, head over to swagslayer.com and book your Swagslayer Feature Friday. I'll talk to you later, Slayers. Bye.
Bye.